shouldn't say this, but your mother wasn't much of a horseman, Kent. Or she had, after the first day, I think her bottom was real sore. That's 1950. A beautiful spring, a lot of snow in the hills, and the grass gets greener and greener in the Bridgeport Valley, and it's just a beautiful scene there. Hasn't changed much. Uh, that's a good shot. I can't identify.
That must be Janet Cowden. I think you had that written on the slide.
Okay. Yeah, probably. Gee, that's a nice horse. I think some of them had some of the people owned a horse that left them at the ranch, but most of them were a string of horses. That's Bodie. That's a good shot.
This is also from 1950. So
yeah, these are all 40. These are 49.50. 50. Yeah, that hasn't changed too much.
What were you guys doing out there?
Well, you just go up and visit. At that time, the museum, which is, well, it's hard to tell from this view here, but the museum used to sell stuff. And I bought a clock that I liked, and it was from the Herbert Hoover house. Up on the hill, and you can't quite see it to the left.
Is that the ghost clock that we've had for years?
Yeah, that's the
Do
clock.
we still have that?
Yeah, it's there.
All right.
Herbert Hoover house. He had been a mining engineer up there. The Standard Mine is up to the left, and the power plant that supplied power came from Lundy Lake over near Mono Lake, and Moses' dad had been I guess the operator or the engineer on it. They died a death, and then they came back. In the 30s, they raised the price of gold, so a lot of mines sort of made a comeback. Then when World War II came, it finished them off because they couldn't get any.
I remember you were telling me a story once of going out to the graveyard out there at night, and the candles kept going out.
Well, the graveyard's over to the right, and maybe there'll be a picture of that as we go along.
I don't think we have a picture of that.
Well, they've done a good job as making it. It wasn't a national park then. This is the church, yeah. Margaret and I found out some more information about the town because I didn't know that Gordon Bell had been born there. And Barbara's friend Jeannie and Gordon are still live in Bridgeport. You could go in this is in Virginia City. This is the Fourth Ward School. It's a museum now, but it was closed, and I thought, boy, that is a classic place.
Was this about the same time you were doing all
this? Yeah, this is, well, this could be even earlier. I think maybe I took this in about 46, 47. Yeah, it's been upgraded a little bit, hasn't it? There's good stories about one of the teachers. He started class and he puts his 6-shooter on the desk and says, "Let's get started."
Oh, really? When was that?
Well, back in the roaring 1860s, I guess. Oh boy, yeah, the teepees. This is when we're on our way over to get married in Las Vegas, and this was the teepee motel. You've heard of no-tell motel. This is the teepee motel. Yeah, 1950.
Hey, you guys look happy. How skinny you were.
I know, it's amazing. Now there's my sister and Kay. I can't put a date on this. It's hard for me to tell.
They were right around the rest of your 1950 slides.
Well, we might have made a visit to Kay's aunt in Mill Valley. I just can't, yeah.
I have a lot of pictures of San Francisco at that same time.
Boy, has that town changed. You can tell that's back. There's the ferry building straight in front of you, in the middle. Too bad these have lost their color.
Do you remember taking any of these pictures?
I've taken a lot at that one spot where I took my sister and Kay. Typical San Francisco scene. You can look at the cars, you can kind of get a picture of when they were taken. Those are 40-something, 48, 49 cars there on the street.
That looks like a 50 Ford over there on the far left, so this is probably around 1950, maybe.
Yes, I think so.
Is that Market Street?
That's Market Street, long before they put in BART. The streetcars have been upgraded, but I don't know about the system. Yeah, that store, that was the Emporium, I think. It's long gone. Now, there's your St. Francis and Union Square, San Francisco.
Look at all the hats.
Isn't that interesting? Ladies all shopping. See the gloves on the women?
Look at those heels.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting when you do that, isn't it? That's 50s. Well, this is Mose and Barbara's wedding. That's on the right is Janet, and then on the next to Kay is Mose's mother. I'm not sure who the lady is next on his right. Then in the back he's got one of his brothers. Maybe the one in the middle and the men in the back is Janet's husband. Or no, I guess he's on the far left. I'm not sure who the man in the necktie is right in back of Mose.
About what year was this?
About 51, I think.
And where was this wedding taking place?
This was in Gardnerville. Yeah, there's a little church there on in the back road. It was a nice day.
Rose Bowl game.
You know something? Yeah.
Illinois versus Stanford.
Yeah, okay. This was in 51, and we got a great seat in the end zone. They lost the game 31-0.
Who did you go with?
Kay and I went, and afterwards, before that, it's a full house, but we just missed being able to park in the near parking lot. We had to park way out in the boonies. And then on top of that, they lost. And every touchdown was made at the opposite end of the field. It was really funny. We didn't see anything. But then we went to a party. Well, we'd had a New Year's party at our house the night before, and Grandpa took Kent and Carolyn. We cleaned out 2 rooms or 3 rooms in the house. We had a big party. I mean, it was really a nice party. We didn't go to sleep. The next day, we went to this game. And that night, my friend Walton Brown, brother-in-law, had a beautiful home not too far from here in Pasadena, and he was one of the chief sound engineers at Fox, and he had a room all set up like you'd call it hi-fi today, but it was all new to us. It was a great party. We got home about 3 in the morning. We both had to teach the next day. My Rose Bowl weekend of memory.